RCHS, I'm Avery.
And I'm Grace.
And this edition of Lions Live starts right now. The Winter Formal Dance will be January 28th. Guest forms are available for pickup outside of room 123. The dress code is the same as homecoming.
Brr, it's cold outside with Christmas just around the corner, and Elf on the Shelf is a necessity for this holiday season. Our elf is named Brady, and he takes care of our CHS. Let's see what he has been up to this Christmas season.
Brady, my best elf, I need you to go to RCHS and check up on those kiddos.
Yay! A mission! Yippers! Let's go!
Bye, Brady. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Have you noticed the increase in prices this holiday season? That's thanks to inflation. Here's a video with more information.
Holidays for some are about presents and gifts and get-togethers. However, it's becoming increasingly harder to get that due to inflation. At this point, everybody's heard about inflation, but is it as big as an issue as everybody's making it out to be? The amount people have been spending has been showing all year. In fact, in Thanksgiving, people have spent 13.5% more than they did last year. Because of the price for Christmas this year, 40% of people aren't doing Christmas because of the cost of the presents. Not everything is going up as we think. For example, apparel prices are only going up about 5%. However, the year-over-year prices stay about the same, being a whopping $1,455 per household. The reason for this is the average present per household is going down from 16 per person to 9 per person.
Hey, Mr. A here, Santa's helper, and thinking about this year Christmas, how inflation has affected our family. I think first of all, I've noticed that food prices have increased quite a bit, and like last year, we fed a family of 10 for around $60. This year, it's probably going to be around 80 or so, and so that's affected how we're buying gifts this year for Christmas. So yeah, you got to live with it. Can't do anything about it, but you can be frugal in other ways.
So Christmas with my family would probably be about the same this year. We'll probably do a little more in terms of like white elephant gifts and kind of fun gifts than we have in the past, not as many big presents, but we'll still have the same basic Christmas as before.
In the end, it's up to the households and the people what they want to buy for the holidays. Just make sure to be smart with your money, RCHS.
This past weekend was the World Cup finals. In this World Cup, there was a lot of major upsets. Brazil was projected to win by 30%. Portugal lost to Morocco, with Morocco making history as they were the first African team to make the semifinals. Morocco finished fourth with Croatia in third, France was second, and Argentina won. The next World Cup will be in North America, including the United States, Canada, and Mexico in 2026.
Mental health is an important factor in one's day-to-day life. Here's a video with Miss A for more information.
Social media. We're surrounded by it 24/7. There's Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and many more that I didn't mention. In 2015, Pew Research did a study on teens ages 13 through 17 and found that 73% of teens had access to a smartphone. In 2022, they repeated that same study and found that 95% of teens had access to a smartphone. Social media has its cons, like negative posts and cyberbullying, but a bigger question arises. Is addiction to social media becoming the bigger issue?
But I think the biggest thing to take away from understanding that it does affect our mental health is that we don't put it down. We don't allow ourselves to just put it down for like an hour, 35 minutes, have that cleanse. We kind of want to escape our world sometimes, and we do that with social media, so we get stuck in that where we don't put it down to have a social interaction like face to face.
Of that same research study, 36% of teens say they spend too much time on social media.
I think we just got hit hard with all those platforms that we didn't know how to properly do so. I think we already drowned ourselves in it automatically to like see the next person around us. We wanted to be connected to everybody at that point.
Out of all of social media's problems, addiction is the most simple to combat. Schools and organizations nationwide have created programs and clubs to bring teens closer together and further from their phones.
Today's lunch is pizza, tossed romaine salad, carrots, applesauce, and as always, milk.
Now on to the final weather report for this semester with Dana.
Thanks, guys. Now looking on to the 12-hour forecast, currently outside temperatures are about 34 degrees. After school at 5, temperatures will be around 35, and after school at 10, temperatures will be around 31. Looking on to the rest of the week, tomorrow we will have possible showers with a high of 41 and a low of 8. Friday is cloudy with a high of 8 degrees and a low of -9. Saturday is a high of 11 and a -3. For Christmas on Sunday, the high is 15 with a low of 2, and Monday is showers with a high of 21 and a low of 3. That's it for weather. Now back to the desk.
Now let's pass it over to Austin one last time with sports.
Lots of sports action last night. The girls basketball team traveled to North Decatur to take on the Lady Chargers, beating them 48-42. Top performers were Belle Gossett, Riley Munchell, and Leonie Boyer. The wrestling team took on Tri-High, beating them 54-27, improving their record to 15-2. The boys basketball C team took on the Knightstown Panthers, winning 31-19. Top performers were Will Irvin, Jake Cunningham, Tristan Pease, and Trent Gossett. For sports action tonight, the boys basketball team will be playing at Greenfield with a start time of 6. Have a great break and stay fresh, RCHS.
Did you qualify for the Skip a Final this semester? Here's Mr. Mendoza with more information on how you can be eligible to skip it next time.
Hello there, RCHS. First of all, I just want to say thank you to Mr. Bentley and the Lions Live crew. I asked them to do this at the last second, and they were able to accommodate me, and I'm grateful for that. I just want to take a second, well, first of all, and wish you Merry Christmas to everybody, our last day here before break, and I hope everybody has a wonderful break, gets to relax, but I'm here to talk to you about Skip a Final. We had 402 students, to be exact, who were able to take advantage of our Skip a Final program this year, which is absolutely phenomenal. Great job to all who qualified. But for next semester, we are going to address a serious problem here at RCHS, and that is attendance. So our attendance rates are actually below the state average, far below the state average, and we need to address this. So we are going to go back to the original Skip a Final incentive, which dealt strictly with attendance. And so next semester, in order to qualify for Skip a Final, and again, I'm just trying to get this information out early. I just want to get it out there now just so we know. The requirements for Skip a Final are going to change. So for next semester, there will be an attendance component, and that attendance component will be that you cannot have more than 5 excused absences in order to qualify for Skip a Final. The other components will also remain in place. That is, you still have to have a B- average, or you still have to have a B- in each 9 weeks. You cannot have any serious disciplinary referrals, in-school suspension, out-of-school suspension, but the 5 excused absences is something new. You cannot have any unexcused absences. So some of the questions that I've had about this include questions about certified absences and doctor's visits. Yes, unfortunately, those absences do count. So if you miss a day for illness and then bring in a doctor's note, that will count towards one of the 5 days. We really want you to monitor those days and be here as much as you physically can. We are not asking you to come to school sick. But, you know, we just want you to be aware of this. Also, another thing that's been an issue this semester with Skip a Final is just people waiting until the last second. Please, 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 next, and I know this is a long way away, but please, you know, as we get into the second semester, you know, be proactive about Skip a Final. Don't wait until the last second to ask your teacher if their exam qualifies, or to you know, take care of the other things that you know, fall under the Skip a Final category. So again, Merry Christmas, everyone. If you have questions about the new requirements, don't hesitate to send me an email or come up to me in the cafeteria and ask me. I'll be glad to answer any questions you have. And thank you again to the Lions Live staff and Mr. Bentley. Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Here's today's final schedule. Block 1 is from 8:10 to 9:34. Block 3, you will have a final from 9:40 to 11:22. Block 5 is from 11:28 to 1:01. And Block 7 is your final block of this semester from 1:07 to 2:40. Good luck on the rest of your finals, RCHS.
Today we would like to wish a happy birthday to Alexis Mahan and Jacob Schwindeman.
We would also like to wish a happy birthday over break to Giovanni Norvell, Ava Heaston, Liam Gurley, Parker Humphrey, Kendra Buckley, Garrett Knoll, Isabella Rogers, Landon Trowbridge, Jacob Lundy, Zachary Chesler, Clayton Chase, Anna Chavez, Sophia Tracy, Jada McCord Downs, Carter Barnes, Cadence Davidson, Kayla Oakley, Hallie Keller, Levi Johnson, Austin Kennedy, Tyler Roberts, Austin Rohr, and Brianna Smith. That's it for this edition of Lions Live.
Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, RCHS.
Huge thank you for watching this edition of Lions Live.
And an even bigger thank you to the Community Foundation for supporting us.
While you're here, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. And as always,